Hey y'all, hey, what's up? It's tea time with your girl TG the LPC. That is right. It is again shout out Saturday, and today we have an amazing show. I guess I could call it a show. But we have a client spotlight. Okay, so it is shout out Saturday. We have a client spotlight, and this is a healing journey to self worth, to purpose, to power. And we have a special guest, none other than Georgiana Smith. And so I'm going to bring her on. I'll ask her a few questions, and then we'll go from there. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
So I want to first just welcome you to Shout Out Saturday. When I was going through what it was going to look like, I just really wanted to do a client spotlight. And unfortunately, I can't spotlight every client that I have, but you definitely came to mind. And I just wanted to go through a few things for you to tell people kind of a little bit about your journey, so they can see how awesome and amazing you are. So my first question is, what is it that led you to seeking services? Led you to seeking, wanting to talk to someone? If you don't mind sharing, and you don't have to, if there's a question that I ask that's too much, don't worry about it.
Well, what led me to seeking services and therapy was I wanted to talk to someone that didn't know me and that didn't know my past and anything about me, and was able to just come from a standpoint of professional and non-judgmental. I wasn't looking for someone to be on my side or to agree with me. I just wanted someone to make sense of everything that was going through my head. um, i I wouldn't say got tired, but obviously, you speak to friends, you speak to family, and you kind of tell them your story and tell them what you're feeling or what's going on, and they kind of tell you their personal thoughts and not their professional thoughts. So I just wanted to get a professional aspect from somebody else.
That's awesome. What is one thing that you believe you learned during your process that completely shifted your life? What was a shifting point for you?
The shifting part for me was applying everything that I learned. Learning it was one thing, and then having to apply it was something different.
Yeah, I want to highlight that because a lot of times we think that if we know better, we do better. That's a common saying. And I think that there's parts of that is true, but it's really when we apply it, right? I think that knowledge is power. I think applied knowledge is power. So it's when we apply the things that we've learned, whatever it is, whether it's in therapy, whether it's in life, whether it's in business, whether it's in finances, I can know all the things to do and not do them. So I like that you said it's when you actually applied it. Looking back on your journey, is there anything that you wish you could have done differently?
I wish that I had stayed to the assignment that was placed on me, not just by my therapist, of course, just knowing what I knew and not sticking to it. Um, Keep going back and forth into the reason, just forgetting the reason why I started to begin with, and still trying to apply my old habits. So I wish that I would have done that sooner than later. But it still it worked out for me, but it would have just kept me a little bit more consistent, because coming to seeking to get help to begin with there was a reason behind it. So for me to keep dibbling back and forth with the reason behind it, it just didn't make sense. So that's the only thing that I probably would have done differently.
What does power and healing mean to you?
You said power, right?
Power and healing.
Um, Power and healing means, for me personally, is a personal journey. And I think that I have to gain power over the way I heal. So it's very important to me to understand what it means. And I don't necessarily feel like I understand the PowerPoint yet as much. I go back and forth with that. but the healing process, I'm there. And I think that the more I heal, I can learn how to gain the power over myself and the reason why I need to heal.
So, okay, that's good. What is one thing that you learned about healing that you think others need to know?
If you don't heal properly, you will continue to obviously hurt and potentially hurt others that comes in your path, because healing is very important for the people that comes into your life and tries to connect with you in different for different reasons. And if you're broken and unhealed, you just it's just like a wall up. So it's really important to heal for me.
If you could give advice to someone, if you could give words of encouragement to someone, regardless whether it's about the healing journey, whether it's about life, whether it's about business, whatever comes to your mind, what would be your advice, your motivation, your encouragement to someone that is watching this? Something that you want them to take away.
I encourage people to understand and try to learn themselves first, and whatever that looks like for you. It's important to understand who you are and what you need, and so that you can be able to walk through life and the things that come your way, and just be ready for trials and tribulations to come. I think in my journey of therapy, it has strengthened me and has given me the ability to walk through life in a different way, in a different angle. I still go through things, but the more I have learned about myself through therapy, it just has helped me through the process when things come up. And just realize that you're not above problems and trials and tribulations. You can actually learn how to manage it and still uh, I'm gonna use this a different way because my therapist told me you don't get over things, you just learn how to live with them. So that's I take that with me and I use it every time I can.
Awesome. Well, I wanted to thank you. I know it was quick, but we're not going to take up too much time of your time because I know you have your day that you want to continue, and then everyone else has their day. But I really want to thank you just for being vulnerable, for sharing a little bit about your story. Is there anything anything else that you would like to say to our watchers, our viewers, anybody that may be seeing this?
I just want to say that, for the people who think therapy makes you feel vulnerable, or it you don't want to share your business, or it makes you think that you're crazy or something like that, it's I too thought that way. And I realized that is not, the process and learning how to process your thoughts, your emotions, it will help you feel like you are not crazy. I'm not here to sell anybody on it, but I just know that it changed my life to have someone to be able to be professional and to allow me to be vulnerable. So I would just, find that person, and maybe it may not be a therapist, but if you can find someone that you can be vulnerable with, but I just suggest that, they have the background, because you want someone to just be honest with you and share the clinical side.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. And to everyone watching, if we have any of the process clients that may be watching, I just want to shout you all out. We at the process love every client that we have. We definitely don't see them as clients, we see them as family. And so, anybody else that is seeking counseling services, we want to shout you out because we know that it is not easy to take that step, seek those services. So, we want to just give you your props. And it's a major step, and it is a step in your healing journey. So we are extremely excited about the things that God is doing. I know that Georgiana has amazing events. Check out her website. We can't give a guest a spotlight and not tell them a little bit about what you do. So tell us a little bit about what we can look. forward to from you before we end this call?
So I will be. I mean, I'm going to give the props where the props is laid back to do. During my process of seeking therapy and finding therapy, I came up with self, and it helped me develop this nonprofit organization where it helps women find out, and men can be involved in it as well. But we target women to find out about themselves, what they're seeking, what empowers them, loving and fulfilling on their self. And I will honestly say that this came out of me processing my thoughts and being able to come to therapy and be vulnerable with someone. So now that I can share with people how I am still on this journey and I'm still seeking, and we all can get together. So that's just a little bit about what self is about.
Awesome. So we will definitely have that link in the description so you can check out the website, check out the different events, things of that nature. We hope that you guys have an amazing Saturday. And shout out somebody that you know. Just show them some love. It feels good to feel loved and appreciated. So do that for someone else. Anybody that you think of, somebody that's on their grind, somebody that's on their hustle, somebody that may be struggling, just give them a shout out, let them know that you're thinking about them, and we hope that you guys have an awesome and amazing day. PG out.
Bye.